I went through a phase of life where all I ate was fast food. I am also allergic to vegetables. I am also allergic to vegetables. And you know what? That says something. Vegetables suck. Vegetables are horrible. That means by default, I have better taste buds than you. So let's just go straight down the list. We're just going to go from left to right. Starting off, you guys can't see it, but it's Arby's. Arby's, right here. Do you see it? Arby's is not good. If I'm being quite honest, Arby's is really bad. Arby's is horrible, by the way. It's the only times I've ever had it is whenever it's been like, oh, I'm starving. I haven't eaten in 2 days. And my mom said she was going to pick up some Arby's for some reason. And you know what? The meat's always cold. The bun's always soggy. The melty cheese is always like gooey, but it's not warm. It's just like it's like cold nacho cheese. It's disgusting. It's so gross. Arby's has the shit meat. And on that note, honestly, Arby's, you get a D. I think it's because you get it 20 minutes after pickup. Still, this is fast food. All of these things, most of the good fast food, you could have it half an hour after, and you know what? Honestly, it's still good. I feel like that's kind of the reason behind fast food. You're on the go. You got to drive through. Not all the time you can pick it up. Sometimes you got to pick it up, take it home. You got to pick it up, take it to somewhere else. Like, you got to drive. You got to order it beforehand. You got to go pick it up, bring it back to work, and then eat it. Fast food is not designed to be eaten on the spot, in my personal opinion. So I'm going to rate it on that. Burger King. Burger King isn't completely horrible. It's better than Arby's. You put an Arby's and a Burger King side by side. I will never pick Arby's. Never. I'm going to give Burger King a B, mostly because back in the day, I got a Mario toy from a Burger King. And you know what? I played with that Mario toy for years. On all the car rides, I'd be like this. I'd be doing BLJs in the back all by myself. Give myself some sloppy BLJs. Know what I'm saying? It's pretty good. Have I tried it? I have not tried it recently. And also, another thing about Burger King. Whenever I went to Switzerland, the first thing that I saw whenever I got off the train, I was like, you know what? I see a Burger King. I'm a little bit hungry. Let me get that Burger King. I walk up, and a Whopper is $19. So I said, nah, fuck that. Burger King is so expensive. At that moment, I realized that Zurich, Switzerland, is the most expensive place in the entire world. Little Caesars gets a C. Little Caesars gets a C on the tier list. The reason I say this is because their hot and ready's is pretty good. You know, like, it's really quick. You go up, you get it. But the problem with Little Caesars is that if you get an old hot and ready, it's the worst pizza ever created. It literally is like burnt. It looks like people have stepped on it and spit on it. It looks like a scab. But the odd occasion that you get it right whenever it comes out, it's good. It's actually not that bad. But another thing that keeps it above a D, otherwise, if you get the extra pepperoni, cheese in the crust, the odd chance that you get a fresh hot and ready, and also the cheese in the crust Little Caesars, they don't make the cheese in the crust Little Caesars hot and ready. So you have to get it made. So it's always fresh, which is why those two things keep it above a D, but it will never be above a C. I will never choose Little Caesars, but on the rare occasion that I am forced to, because that's the only thing available, I will eat it. I will eat it, and I will eat it to the point where I am full. I'm not going to be like, and pretend like I ate it, and then complain about being hungry. Carl's Jr., I would say, is also a C. The only thing Carl's Jr. has going for it is the Star Nuggets. is the star nuggets. They're shaped like a star. And then in the commercials back in the day, it was literally just like chicks with big udders. Some big old milky uts in the Carl's Jr. commercials. So the little bit of nostalgia and the top tier marketing makes it to C. But the burgers are really, 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 really bad. Really, really bad. So it gets a C. Arby's is bad. That is why it's a D. No one goes there. I've never seen someone add an Arby's. No one says, Arby's is my favorite. Like, you know. If I had to choose chicken nuggets from anything, I'm not going to ever choose Carl's Jr. There's so many better chicken nuggets in so many of these places, which is why Carl's Jr. is not higher than a C. I told you my story. I'm a little bit biased towards Burger King. You know, they were memey. Their marketing's better. I got cool toys from there. They just refreshed their shit. They got shit going for them. Carl's Jr. on the other hand, their only thing that they got going for them is shitty chicken stars and titty commercials that they don't even make anymore. Chick-fil-A. This is why Carl's Jr. is so low. Is if I want chicken nuggets, I'm going to Chick-fil-A and I'm going to be getting 30 chicken nuggets and barbecue sauce 100% of the time. I would say Chick-fil-A has the best chicken nuggets in its own category. Now, I want you to go into my mind a little bit. I don't like chicken sandwiches. I really don't like chicken sandwiches. So, places that have chicken sandwiches like Popeyes and like all these other places, I'm not even going to account for it because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like chicken sandwiches. Something about bread and chicken, I fucking hate it. I think it's disgusting. It's like crunchy, but then like mushy. Nope, not for me. If I want a sandwich, it's going to be a sandwich or a burger, not a chicken sandwich. Chipotle. S tier. Chipotle is not that expensive. I love a Chipotle. A couple years ago, I ate Chipotle every single day. I ate so much Chipotle that I literally was getting free Chipotle. I would go, I would talk to the employees, I would have conversations with the managers, and they began to love me. And I would go in every day. So they started to give me free Chipotle. I saved hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So, to me, the customer service is, woo! They hire some good people. I've had a bad experience, but only one. Whereas like a lot of other places, I've had a lot of bad experiences. But Chipotle, S tier, 100%. Domino's. I think out of all places, out of every single one of the pizza joints, I think Domino's is a D. I think Domino's is the worst pizza out of everything on the list. 100%. It's not good. Back in the day, it used to be good, but I think as soon as they added the garlic shit on the crust, where like literally you can't eat it without your hands just being covered in shit and it being so crumbly. The sauce isn't that good. The cheese isn't that good. Honestly, I've never had a longer Domino's like pizza delivery than Domino's. They just take so long. And all these other places, like I feel like it's more like Pizza Hut. There's places connected to KFCs, Taco Bells, in airports, at racetracks. I don't like it. I hate Domino's. I used to love Domino's, and it got dropped so far down the list, it's insane. Dairy Queen. This is rough. Dairy Queen, the food is horrible. The food is some of the worst food I've ever had in my entire life. The burgers are overcooked. They're dry. They literally, the patties look like a scab. The chicken is horrible, but like in comparison to every other place where you can get chicken, it's not good. What Dairy Queen has going for it is the Star Kisses, the Dilly Bars, and the Blizzards. Those three things. But in my mind, whenever I think of Dairy Queen, I think of ice cream. And those things that I mentioned were all the desserts, the things that are good about it. So I would say its staple is its desserts. Dairy Queen, the queen of dairy. Dairy ice cream. Dairy Queen A. And you know how good it feels whenever they make you your Blizzard and they go like this? And it doesn't drop? It's amazing. Five Guys. If you want a double cheeseburger, you're paying $15. That's absurd. Five Guys gets a B. My boy, In-N-Out. This is something that I think people are very split on. I don't live somewhere where there's an In-N-Out. So it's always such a big deal whenever I get In-N-Out. I absolutely love In-N-Out. Whenever I've done work in Phoenix or go to California, you can bet your ass I get In-N-Out 2 times a day. I'll go to In-N-Out, go back. Go to In-N-Out, go back. Eat In-N-Out every day that I can. Because I think it's so good. Tastes better than a Five Guys. Just as much, and it's cheaper. In-N-Out is an S tier every day of the week. The amount, their marketing, like they pay their employees so good. If you want to be a manager there, you're going to make over 6 figures. You're going to be 100K Andy being a manager at an In-N-Out. The menu itself is so simple. Yet they have this very in-depth, crazy secret menu that only if you're a part of the Illuminati do you know about. In-N-Out gets an S and will always be my favorite in my heart. Yes. In-N-Out is very good to its employees. In-N-Out, you have to wait because people want it. Five Guys, you have to wait because their employees are slow. I don't know what you guys think about Jack in the Box, but to me, I think it's horrible. I think Jack in the Box is probably one of the most disgusting places I've ever had. It's just not good. KFC, in my opinion, is a B. I rarely go to KFC. I probably get KFC once a year, 2 times a year. I don't really like the chicken. It's too greasy. The actual chicken, like legs and stuff like that, it's really soggy and gooey. But the thing that keeps them all the way up at a B is because their mashed potatoes and gravy is literal god tier. They have the best mashed potatoes and gravy. You take one bite and you take another, and next thing you know, you're already through the entire large serving of mashed potatoes and gravy. Also, recently, their mac and cheese isn't as good. But back in the day, oh boy. Their mac and cheese was the best. They had the best mac and cheese. And one of the only places that at a fast food restaurant, you could get mac and cheese. So that set it apart from its competitors, which I think is good. The monster in the room. The Golden Arches. The most amazing place in the world. McDonald's. McDonald's, by all means, is an S. It is an S. No matter what, McDonald's is everywhere. Go to any country in the entire world, there will be a McDonald's. And honestly, the further you get out of America, the better McDonald's tastes. It's quick. It's cheap. They have so many things on their menu. They're actively doing things to kind of make it better. Like they used to have that really weird meat for the nuggets, and then they switched to the white meat like a long ass time ago. The double quarter pounders. The quarter pounders, my pride and joy, personally. A double quarter pounder, cheese and ketchup only, is my favorite. They changed the meat. It's juicy. You can literally see a little bit of pink. You can see a little bit of pink in the meat because it's actually real. It's good. You get grease. It's juicy. It's flavorful. The cheese is really melted. The ketchup. McDonald's has the absolute best ketchup out of anywhere. It's warm. It's sweet. I feel like they must put like cocaine in it or something because it's literally addicting. It makes their fries taste amazing. McDonald's is good. They have all those kiosks now where you don't even have to go and talk to anyone. You just be like, boop, 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 boop. I want this, pay for it, and then they leave it out there. You don't have to talk to a single person. Quick and easy. That's it. McDonald's Sprite also is the best. Very flavorful, very fizzy. I love fizz. There's one thing that I love more than any kind of other liquid is carbonation. McDonald's got that. That fizzy ass Sprite. I love it. Panda Express. A very weird spot on the list because it's the only Chinese food out of all these. So there's nothing to really compare it to. Besides kind of like American fast food places. Panda Express has decent highs, but really, really, really low lows. Whenever you go in, their fried rice is 3 days old, and their orange chicken has no one's come in, and then the food's been sitting out for 5 hours, and it's old and gross. I really dislike it. The amount of times that I've had really bad Panda Express really brings it down. I've had some of the worst experiences with food in Panda Express. Now, there's been times where I'll eat it. I'm like, wow, this is really good. The chicken is warm. It's fresh. The fried rice is really good. But that's really rare. And that, I give it a C. This might be a little bit divisive. Papa John's is an S. Out of every pizza place on this, it has my heart. Papa John's is an S. Their crust. They hand toss that shit. You go in there and they go like this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. They make their own crust. It doesn't have shit all over it. It doesn't have shit all over it. It's just crust. And then their new cheese in the crust is so good. Papa John's has the best sauce out of all of them. It's really sweet. It's warm. It's flavorful. The cheese is good. You bite into it. The cheese doesn't just fall off. The cheese doesn't fall off at all. There's a perfect amount of cheese to sauce ratio. And then if you get multiple toppings, they separate it. So they do cheese, pepperoni, and then more cheese, and then green chili on top. So it's not just like a pile of fucking toppings. It's all mixed in together. And it's quick. And if you know how to do it, they have so many coupons online. You can get a pizza for 25 to 50% off every single time. Get an extra large pizza for $13. That's not bad. A 16-inch pizza. And Papa John's, in my personal opinion, most of you guys don't live in New Mexico, but they have green chili. They have hatch green chili at Papa John's, and it's so good. It's absolutely the best. Another pizza place, Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is a B. The crust is very thin. Even the non-thin crust pizza, it's so thin, so greasy for no reason. The cheese is like weirdly like separated with like little holes in it, and it's just like yellow. The pepperonis are always burnt. They're always burnt. Like it's not like a flat. It's like they overcook. All the sauce, yeah, exactly. The sauce isn't that good. They don't even put that much sauce. The thing that Pizza Hut has going for it is the fact that their cheese in the crust is god tier. They were the OG cheese in the crust. 100%. I would eat the pizza to get to the crust. Popeyes is a B. I'm not the biggest fan of Popeyes. Now, Popeyes does have good spicy chicken. It has good spicy chicken, but that's it. I'm never craving Popeyes. Now you fucked you up? What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you think it's up here? I don't like this. You're telling me Popeyes is worse than KFC? No. Here. It's better. But honestly, I'm going to choose KFC before Popeyes. I've never craved Popeyes once. And anytime there's been a Popeyes available and something else that I'd prefer, I always choose not Popeyes. There's always too long of a line. I don't like it. I would get the spicy tenders and the Cajun fries. And I just don't like it that much. I just don't like. It's not enough for me to want to come back. The only time I'll get this is if there's only shitty local things at airports, but then there's a Popeyes. I'll get the Popeyes rather than the shitty local place. Sonic. Ooh, boys. Sonic is S tier. I don't care what anyone says. They're open late. Their Route 44s are amazing. Their soda combinations. They have more combinations of sodas than anywhere else, and they're all good. Their slushies, good. Their milkshakes, good. Ice cream, good. Their chili cheese conies, ooh, good. Their chicken tenders are good. Tater tots, their fries are decent. Their burgers, ooh, boys. I could eat a supersonic double cheeseburger, plain and dry, with green chili. One of the best burgers ever. Now, here's the thing. If you don't live in New Mexico, you will not be able to order a burger with green chili. With real green chili. I love spicy food. I've had the spiciest green chili I've ever had in my entire life at Sonic. I couldn't even finish the burger because it was so damn spicy one time. My dad even called me a pussy. My dad only likes spicy things if he's literally dripping with sweat. Like, he'll just sit there with ghost pepper salsa and just be like, just shovel it in. And then he took a bite out of it and he was like, oh damn, this is hot. It's amazing. Supersonic double cheeseburger, plain and dry, with green chili, makes Sonic the king. Plus their grilled cheeses. Ooh. Those grilled cheeses are absolutely bangers. Subway, B. Not good, not bad. I'm like literally allergic to vegetables, so like 90% of the menu I can't even touch. But kind of consistently, their sandwiches make me happy. Now, is it a $5 footlong anymore? I really like the bread and their ham, and then their white American cheese is really good. Taco Bell. Where do you think Taco Bell goes? Well, honestly, it doesn't matter, because I'm right, you're wrong. Taco Bell's S tier. Taco Bell's S tier. Honestly, Taco Bell is better Mexican food than most Mexican food everywhere else in the world. I can go to a Mexican restaurant in California and then go to Taco Bell after, and the Taco Bell is going to have better Mexican food than that fake-ass dog shit. You know? Their quesadillas are amazing. Now, the problem with Taco Bell is it's expensive. It's expensive. If I want to eat at Taco Bell, I need to spend $30 because I want 5 quesadillas and 6 tacos. Each quesadilla is like $4 each. Each taco is $1, and they have Mountain Dew. If I was super rich, I would eat a lot more Taco Bell. But it's a little bit out of my price range, you know? If I'm being quite honest, fast food isn't even cheap anymore. It's not called cheap food, it's fast. Most of the time, if you go to a sit-down restaurant, you can get something for almost the same price, if not cheaper. It's literally just fast. Here, let me bring up Paint. This is what I mean, Felion. Here's Southern New Mexican food. Here's Taco Bell. And here's shit, fake Mexican food. Taco Bell is nowhere near this, but Taco Bell is better than this. This is what I mean. Taco Bell is not better than like really good Southern New Mexican food, but if you go to like the local Mexican food restaurant in California, it's gonna just be tapatio, gross, overcooked steak bullshit. This is nowhere near this, but it's way better than this. I will never choose this over Taco Bell, but I will never choose Taco Bell over this. Know what I'm saying? Wendy's is really good. S. Spicy chicken nuggets and the Dave's burgers. B, no way. Dave's burgers, the spicy nuggets, and also the reason why it is so good, Frosties. These. Wendy's Frosties. This is why. These are, I don't know what they put. I don't know what they put in their Frosties. But damn is it good. And they have free Frosty Day. It's amazing. Wendy's is good. White Castle, D. D. White Castle is so shit that they literally made a meme movie about it. About two idiots trying to get White Castle. And they try so hard to get White Castle. And it's funny because the place is dog shit. It's not actually good. I don't think anyone likes White Castle. The fact you can go to Walmart and get frozen White Castle mini burgers? No way. They're so bad that they offer them in frozen form at a supermarket. And this is a professional cook's big brain, master IQ, radiant Valorant player's opinion. This list sucks dick. I'm unfollowing. It's kind of rude. I think your list sucks dick. S tier, Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, In-N-Out, McDonald's, Papa John's, Sonic, Taco Bell, and then Wendy's. Dairy Queen, Five Guys for A. B, Popeyes, KFC, Burger King, Pizza Hut, Subway. Mediocre, pretty bad, is C. Little Caesars, Carl's Jr., Panda Express. Absolute shit, Arby's, Domino's, Jack in the Box, and White Castle. Literally, I really could, if all of these, honestly, if everything from A to D got deleted, my life wouldn't really change. I wouldn't honestly even care that much. Like, it would take me a bit to notice if there wasn't articles about it. Move Popeyes to S. See, look, you got pretty good taste. So my list is fine. I just need to move this here, and 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 this here. PogChamp. The only thing you hype disagree, you like, oh, fuck that. Or what? I've never heard of a hype disagree. Yeah, that's the tier list. Top tier, huh? That was fun, though. I enjoyed that.